Welcome to No Playhouse. Yes, yes. Yes, Season 7 Access. Season 7 Access LA Global 40 out box. After almost 7 rounds, the war is over. The Allies surrendered. As John Lennon brings out right now. Oh. Completing almost 7 rounds. At least halfway anyways. Well, this is the way the situation looks. Oh. Let's see. The Allies took over for France again. In bringing some UK planes after America took it over. Yeah, but as you see, it would never survive the counterattack with Italy. They have so much stuff in northern Italy to attack with. And again with Germany coming right after. Oh. And with the Mideast, Egypt looking pretty bare too. PROZACH put a blocker in Transjordan, but that would just be a stop measure for about a round or two. Because I have so many things coming in, and aircrafts as well. Oh, and on the Asian side with WARDEN. Oh, he was about to take over Hawaiian Islands in about a round or two. In fact, he did a little mock battle, bringing everything in and destroying that Pearl Harbor fleet. And he did too in his mock battle, just surviving with 1 aircraft. And then, as you see, the West Coast, there's nothing America can do about it except maybe put a couple of men in Hawaii. He would still have a big navy after that was gone. But I should have done this. These were the participants. He has Germany. Lauren has Japan man. WARPIG is Italy. He's a WARPIG for war. CROCKETT 36 is Russia. Dutch has US and China. PROZACH is UK, France. And he has X since CORPORAL CLEGG had to drop out. So we kept him in this game in spirit. Created by Larry Harris. Yeah, so nothing. The Allies would have lost about a round or two anyway. So we just want to get another game started. We're going to have a rematch. It'll still be the same size, but we don't know who's going to be the who's who during Japan or Italy yet. I think Dutch is. I'm not sure. These are going to be the 3 participants: CROCKETT 36, Dutch LANCASTER, and PROZACH. I think Dutch is going to be Britain, I believe. PROZACH is going to be Russia and probably Anzac and French. I think CROCKETT. Did I say PROZACH going to be Russia yet? I think CROCKETT was going to be the U.S. That's my thinking. So this is what. Look at that. Those Japanese raising some pies over Asia. Oh, nice. Heck, even CROCKETT 36 took over back as Russia, destroying 2 of my tanks with 3 infantry. Well, I would have taken it back, so not matter. You see, Dutch did the neutral crush, which I thought it was a mistake, but I think he swears by it. He's building so much in Spain. He could have done the same thing with Normandy, I think, if he'd even take Spain over. But since he did take Spain over, PROZACH with his British had to be forced to take over Turkey, so the Italians wouldn't get the free V8 infantries in Turkey. But that decimated PROZACH. If you saw his video, totally. And CROCKETT abandoned Moscow and went to Samara, but I took over Russia. Then afterwards, pulled some of my tanks out to go the Mideast way towards Egypt, and so CROCKETT 36, he tried to take over Russia. He knows about 25% chance he'd take it over, but he failed, so he had to go back to Samara, and of course I couldn't let that be, so I took over Samara. Destroying the remaining the bulk of his force, but he still had a bit of a force in Siberia. I think they were just going westward just to cause me pain. Yeah, but didn't matter. America's pretty strong still. Look at that fleet in 110. Nice. And so that's the way it is. Well, of course, PROZACH with the Anzacs. He would have brought all that stuff into the Hawaiian Islands as part of that mock battle that WARDEN just did. Let's see who else. WARPIG. Hey, I think he did the best of all the Axis forces. He kept his Italy from the Americans taking it over, which they usually do in lots of these G40 games. But a couple of times we kept bombing Gibraltar, their naval base, so that forced the Americans. They couldn't couldn't land in Italy. All those transports and such at the time. So he just went northwards, tried to cause me trouble in my Germany. But he did a little bit of taking over France, but we were taking it over. And then we were taking France, secured it, and we were taking Egypt and secured that as well for our last victory city. But I don't know if we would have beaten WARDEN to the punch, because all he had to do was take over Hawaii or Sydney. I think Hawaii would have been the best bet for him to take. But it would have been a race who ended this game first with the Axis forces. So that was a toss up there. That's nice though. All that stuff in getting I think close to 20 units in both Italy and both Rome and Northern Italy. You can't hardly see what the planes there right there. Well over 20 there by combination of stuff in the units there as well. Yeah, so that's it for. So we concluded with PROZACH's UK turn. Then they surrender afterwards. They want a rematch. I think it's revenge. See, Dutch? The Allies can't win the G40. But he's going to try to prove me wrong next game. But as I like to do at the end of my end of war recap, I like to bring out the forces, all the units that were destroyed and the IPC values of it. Let me see. Let me get this ready here. Yeah, I got it. All right. I got it over here. We'll start at the lowest casualty suffered by each nation. Let's see the Anzacs. They suffered the least. Let's see. I think it's 3 infantry, 4 in convoy losses, a couple of destroyers and transports. That's all they lost. I think it was 36 in IPC values they lost. So they'd be the lowest of everybody here. And focus for me, please. Okay. Okay, next will be China. It's being the second lowest. They went bye in round 4. Japan took all China completely. The Anzacs or the British wouldn't help them. They just let them get genocided by WARDEN's Japan. And so let's see what they lose. They lost I think about 28 infantries, and then of course the remaining fighter. But they lost. They were completely out of the war after round 4. So let's see. They lost 94 in IPCs. Total IPC losses. Excellent. And so now the French. Well, the French is the French. They can't help it. And let's see what they lost. They lost 11 infantry, a tank, 3 artilleries, a gun, a fighter, a couple of destroyers, and a couple of cruisers, for a total of 106 in IPC losses units. Now to the U.S. Let's see what they lost. They lost. Let's see 10 infantry, it looks like, artillery, 2 bombers, because he bombed the crap out of my Germany, even though I had 6 fighter S interceptors against his 6 incoming bombers. He did a maximum of 20 damages, even though I got a couple of his bombers. He did get down one of my fighters, and along with 20 IPC's worth of damage to my factory. It's still smoldering. But I could afford it, so I didn't care. At least I got a couple of his bombers. And also he lost a dive bomber, I think 3 destroyers, 3 subs, and a transport. So the IPC value of the losses there is 118 for the U.S. Italy be next. Going up the ladder. Yeah. Which was commanded by WARPIG. And let's see what he lost. Let's see, see what it looks about 17 infantry, a couple of tanks, 3 artilleries, a couple of mechs, a bomber. I think that was his only mistake in the whole game, losing that bomber, because we goaded him to go into France instead of Northern Italy, which he should have done. Because at the time, Dutch air raided France with my 4 or 5 artilleries in it to protect that bomber of Italy, but he air raided it with no losses to himself, of course. So that's how the WARPIG lost that bomber. But that bomber didn't die in vain, because he did the first of the 2 damages to that Gibraltar naval port, which hampered America from attacking Italy. Very good WARPIG. And of course he loses all of his navy, but a couple of destroyers, a couple of 3 transports, a sub, a couple of cruisers, and a battleship. But Italy usually loses out anyway. So let's see what they lost. Be next on the chart. 183 IPC losses. Japan, commanded by commanded by Emperor Warden. Let's see what he lost. He lost about 26 infantry, a tank. It looks like about 9 artilleries, a couple mechs, a gun, 4 dive bombers, 7 fighters. And the only serious loss of his big warships was a cruiser. He lost 3 destroyers, a couple of transporters, a couple of subs. His grand total would be, he hit the 300 club at 309 IPC losses. Right there. And let's see now. Russia, commanded by CROCKETT 36. And he didn't do too bad in unit losses. By this time, usually, if the Allies are doing bad, as this game indicate, usually Russia would lose a whole lot more than this. Let's see what they lost. They lost about 36 infantry, 11 tanks, 5 artilleries, a couple mechs, 3 mechs, 4 AA guns, dive bomber, 6 fighters, a cruiser and a couple of subs. And if you saw earlier what CROCKETT 36 did because it lost so many aircrafts, because he air raided Slovakia, Hungary at the time in the earlier rounds that stopped WARPIG's Italy from can opening the Eastern Front from my Germany. He got rid of that stuff, but at a great cost to himself. It was always most of his aircrafts, and he had to buy more to protect his factory in Russia, so I wouldn't bomb it. Let's see what CROCKETT 36 lost. 324. But he's over the 300 club. Let's see what my Germany did. I lost what? Looks like 35 infantry, 6 tanks, and 4 in convoy losses. It looks like about, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 artillery. Dang. 4 mechs, 3 A guns, a couple of bombers, a couple of dive bombers. There's a couple of dive bombers and what? That's four fighters. And of course all my Navy with my 5 subs, cruiser, destroyer, and 1 transport. But I survived with my Bismarck. So, I still have my battleship. How about that? Let's see what I lost. I'm just barely missing the 400 club. I got 391. And IPC losses. And of course, as usual, when the Allies are doing bad, the British are number 1 in IPC losses in units. Let's see what they lost. I think it looks like about 33 infantry, 5 tanks, 3 artilleries. Whoa, look at that. 9 mechs, 4 A guns, a bomber. Look at that. 9 fighters. 2 dive bombers. Of course, all his Navy. 3 battleships, 5 cruisers. Ooh, look at that. 8 destroyers, 7 transports, and of course an aircraft carrier. Oh. And he went into the 500 club. He lost 576. That's the spirit. Don't even come close to his losses. What UK usually lose the most in G40 games anyways, especially when the Allies are not doing that hot. So, total value of the Allies lost about 1,254 in IPC losses in their combat units. And the Axis, they kept under the 900. They didn't even reach the 1,000 mark. They had 883 IPC losses in combat units. So very good. I saw it beat us by about almost 400. It would have gone to 1,500 if round 7 was completed, because U.S. would have lost all that stuff in France, and it would have lost all that stuff in Pearl Harbor. And of course, we would have gone in the 1,000 club easily, trying to take over France and taking over Pearl Harbor. So that's it. So maybe or maybe not, I'll put all the unit losses in my comment section. There's a lot though. So stay tuned for a new game. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know who's going to be Germany, Japan, or Italy on our side. I already told you who's going to be what in the Allied side. So stay tuned for that. And as soon as we decide who's going to be Germany in our game, we'll start it hopefully within a few days. Maybe today. Hopefully. As I'm going to 19 minutes. So, take that, Dutch. Allies can't win G40. I'm always telling you, but you just don't believe me. So, stay tuned. Stay tuned for Germany's turn soon. And subscribe to everybody else here you see here. Or die!